Disclaimer: none of this is a real story. All of this is made in my mind and it contains blood. If you're a soft-hearted person, then this story is not recommended for you.
The Stalker Incident.
She lived in a small house at the end of a quiet lane where the streetlights flickered weakly at night. Everyone called it a peaceful neighborhood, but Ashuka never felt that way. Her name was Ashuka, a quiet girl who barely talked to anyone, but inside her world she was full of dreams. She loved music, dancing alone in her room, and imagining a future where she would become someone important. Her biggest obsession was the group Katseye. She listened to their songs every day until they felt like part of her thoughts. But lately, something felt wrong. It started with a feeling. Like someone was always there, even when she was alone. Watching. Waiting. At first, she ignored it. She thought it was just her imagination. But then small things began to change. One evening, she heard footsteps outside her window. Slow, careful steps. She looked out, but there was no one there. Only the empty lane and the dim light. Still, when she came back to her desk, she noticed something strange. Her curtain was slightly moved, as if someone had touched it. She told herself it was nothing. The next night, she was lying in bed listening to music from Katseye when she heard a sound at her window. Tap, tap, tap. 3 knocks. Her heart froze. She slowly sat up, staring at the dark window. Her phone light was the only thing bright in the room. Then she saw it, a shadow outside the glass. Still, watching. She pulled the blanket over herself and stayed frozen until morning. When she checked the window later, there was nothing outside. No footprints. No signs of anyone. But on the glass, there was a faint mark like a finger pressed against it. The next day, she tried to act normal, but she felt uneasy the entire time. That night, she decided to stay awake. She sat near her window with the lights on, music playing softly from Katseye. She told herself she would catch whoever was doing this. Hours passed. Nothing happened. She began to relax. Then the lights flickered. Once. Twice. Then everything went dark. Only her phone screen lit the room. Her breathing quickened. She slowly turned toward the window. The shadow was there again, closer than before. Standing right outside. This time it didn't just stand still. It leaned slightly toward the glass, like it was trying to see her more clearly. Ashuka raised her phone, and the light revealed something terrifying. A vague face behind the shadow. Not clear, but human enough to be real. The shadow stepped back suddenly, as if startled. Her phone buzzed. Unknown message. I didn't mean to scare you. Her hands shook. Another message appeared. I just wanted to see you. You always look so alone. Her chest tightened. Don't tell anyone. They won't understand. She backed away from the window slowly, her eyes locked on the glass. Then another message came. We can talk properly if you don't run. She ran out of the room and called her parents. Her voice broke as she told them everything. The knocks. The shadow. The messages. Her father checked outside immediately. Nothing was there. No one in sight. Her mother checked her phone, but all the messages were gone. Deleted without trace. They told her it was stress. Maybe a dream. Maybe her imagination playing tricks. But Ashuka knew what she saw. The next morning, something worse happened. A drawing was slipped under her door. It showed her room in perfect detail. Even her bed, her window, everything was exactly right. In the corner of the drawing stood a small figure watching her. That night, Ashuka couldn't sit still. She stayed in her room, afraid to sleep, afraid to look away from the door or the window. Hours passed in silence. Then she heard it, a soft scratch at her door. Slow and deliberate. She stood up, her heart pounding. Then a whisper came from the other side. You finally noticed me. Ashuka didn't answer. She couldn't move. The scratching stopped. Then her phone lit up again. Now we can talk properly. Ashuka looked at the door, frozen in fear, realizing one thing. This was not random. Someone had been watching her for a long time. And now that she knew, they were no longer staying outside.